Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? 1 of 1 back again. We are back at Stationeers on Europa. Okay, are we good? I think we're okay. All right, it's been a day. It's just been a day. Where is my laptop? It's not here. I remember putting it down somewhere. I just don't remember quite where. I'm sure there was... Oh. Yep. Yeah, let's not kill ourselves, hey? Uh-oh. Better flush. Did I put it up here? I did, haha. Okay. So I need to borrow this thing so that we can go back in there, take a look at the Harvey IC coding, because I got a comment. I don't have the comments brought up. I suppose I could do that real quick. All right, go to the YouTubes. Did I not hit the button? Pretty sure I hit the button. Okay, that was weird. All right, anyways, let's see, that was from King Osprey. Which I believe is a member, actually. The reason the Harveys aren't replanting is because you have use poop set to 1. Should be set to 0 since you aren't using fertilizer. Also, I think the volume function is only usable for liquids, not gases. Right. All right, so that thing, right? What is this chip? I'm not sure what that chip is. We're gonna put that chip over here. And we're gonna take this chip out, take this chip, put that chip in. There we go. Oh, well, there you go. Get seeds, yes. Oh, that's because these are like backwards. Okay, I got it. All right, cool. Confirm. Export. There we go. So, King Osprey, thank you for that. Appreciate it. And, well, I suppose what I could do, throw this thing back in there. I don't know. All right, so that should be doing all the things then. We have tomatoes. Look at all the tomatoes. Nice. 3 tomatoes here, 2 tomatoes there, 3 tomatoes there. Everything's growing poorly, but I don't know. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Okay. So hopefully that will be good now for those. All right. Let's see. Go back to this. All right. Good to go. See, it is -7 in here. That's cool. Our heat is only at 434 now. Okay. Is that still open? Did I close it? Is it open? I have no idea. Okay, I closed it. All right, good to go. Wish there was like a sprint function. Would be nice. All right. Let us check our battery light thing, because reasons. And then I'm missing this. I don't need to change it out, but whatever. It's fine, I'm sure. All right. So we were over here working on this thing, right? And then were those all supposed to be disconnected? Oh, I think I was working on this. Okay. Then I got stuck on something. That's not exactly where I wanted you to go, but okay. All right, fine. I would like you to rotate. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's got to go that way. Set it there. Wow, that was cool. I don't know what's going on. It's fine, I'm sure. Let's import this and see what we were doing. Okay, so defining, fuel leveling, loading, setting, storing, whatevering. And I think he was saying that the volume only works with gases, not liquids. So what would we have to check then? Like moles or something? So I'm gonna need that. Fuel, nope, let's just go tank, turn, capsule, gas, tank, medium. Wait, no, he said volume only works with liquids, not gases. I don't know, man. Okay, so then I should be looking at pressure, right? So I can read pressure, all right. Okay, so load, fuel level, volume, pressure. Of course, it needs a capital P there. And then store, fuel display, setting. So that's going to be the LED with the fuel level, which is then the pressure, I believe. Confirm. Export. And throw that in. Does that do anything? No, we still have an error at line 16. What is up with line 16? Doesn't like this. Okay. Okay, so fuel tank is that. Or does the umbilical have to be connected for it to read off? No, that shouldn't be it, right? Wait, that could be. No, that shouldn't be it. I have no idea. Nope, still doesn't like line 16. Okay. Then we will comment out line 16 and see if we can get the other stuff to work. So let's do something more interesting. So it's saying load the chute switch with the mode. Wait, hang on. Let me just get rid of this, get rid of this. We'll start over from something scratch-like. You know, starting over from scratch, but scratch-like, because we're not actually starting over from scratch. You get it. All right, anyways. All right, so I want to set set, and then the chute switch, gas switch, power switch. Okay, and then we have the power umbilical, gas umbilical, chute umbilical. Okay, so we are going to set D0 open with R0, which needs to get this is not correct. Load, store, set. What is... I'm having a hard time. It doesn't help that at work I'm actually coding a new calculator for the entire company to use, or at least the designers to use. One of the guys from engineering has noticed, after I said this like 4 or 5 months ago, that one of the calculators that we have for a specific type of power pole called a trident is not easy to use at all. Whoever made the calculator did it in Excel, which means that it's very, very... you have to set it up exactly correctly, otherwise you get wrong answers. And so what he was finding in all of this time is, because, you know, all of these calculations have to go to him for him to, you know, verify and update and do all that other stuff, right? He was finding that a lot of us are filling out the calculator incorrectly. And that's because we've had no training on it. So, and they don't want to give us training on it. So he's like, oh, hey, I remember that one designer guy. He sent me a calculator already. Huh. Well, I don't want to use that calculator, so let's give him this other Excel sheet and ask him to make another program based off of that Excel sheet. It's like, dude, I already made a program for you. What, you don't like it? You don't want to use it? So it's like, okay, I just, you know, whatever, I'll do it. So I'm over here like coding up this thing, and it's just, there's a lot of math involved. Like a lot of math involved, which is why a lot of the designers, even though we are, you know, supposed to be smart, not all of us are fluent in trigonometry. So you can imagine that a lot of people aren't putting in stuff correctly, especially when it comes to poles, because these are like fiberglass poles that are meant to bend, and so there's a lot of like directions of bend based on tensions of wires and all that other crap. It's a whole lot of thing. What am I looking for? Load. Okay. We have move, no, or peek, pop, push. Store. Right. Store D0. Register value. So I need a register value to store onto the device type. Okay. So then I need to get a value first. So then we are going to load X, I guess, from shoot switch, and that's what, just going to be mode. And then we have to write that, so we're going to store that onto D0, no, shoot umbilical, logic type is going to be open and X. Confirm. Export. Throw that into there. Now we have an error at line 19. Do you just not like anything that I'm doing here? Like, what do you... Why? LD. Okay. Confirm. Export. Still not gonna like it. Same thing. Okay, so how do I load something from a hash? That is my issue right now. How do I load something from a hash? Let's see what the YouTubes or the internet has to say. So Stationeers IC coding load from hash. Here's a guide, basic programming. The hell is this? Okay, this is doing all the things, aliasing, adding, blah, 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 blah. I don't care about this, dude. I just need specific information. That's the same thing that I'm dealing with at work, right? Because it's like, with the coding that you have to do there, like some of the stuff that I'm doing is pretty sophisticated, and I've done it before, so I know that it's possible. I just don't remember how to do it. So I'm over here like going through Google, and it's like, so for example, right, within Microsoft Access, you have the ability to put these embedded pictures onto buttons and toggles, right? Now I had a toggle, and I wanted it to be a lock toggle, right? So when it's untoggled, it's locked. And by lock, I mean I'm locking data entry points like text boxes and stuff like that. But when I push it, I want it to unlock those boxes so that way you can change the data that's in them, which, you know, that part's easy, right? But I also wanted to change that embedded picture from a lock to a key, right? And then I would also change the color. No, changing the color, again, easy. Changing the embedded picture, not so easy. Now, what I had found before was that there was a list, well, it had a list of like all of the pictures that were embedded and an identifier on how Microsoft Access views them, right? And so then if you refer to this list, you can actually tell it to load up different embedded pictures based on that list and whatever value that Microsoft Access recognizes it as, right? But the thing is, that's not common knowledge, right? Like, I looked all over the place, I couldn't find anything about it. And I was looking for a while, like an embarrassingly long amount of time. And then I found another post, and this was just like 2 lines out of like a 3-page post that actually helped me. And what the guy was saying is that if you take the embedded picture and you change it to shared, then it takes that picture, right, and it stores it into a hidden table that's available in all Microsoft Access documents. And then from there, you can then reference it in the future, right? Because then it like creates like its own table item, and you just reference it like you would anything else from a table. But one, how do you get the hidden table there, right? So then it's like you gotta mess around and with things until you can show all of the hidden tables, and then once you have that, then it's like you just go in there, you share the embedded image, and then it stores it, and then you change the identifier in there so that you can refer to it in the future. And then if you want to reference back to it, all you got to do is just quite literally type in the name, like whatever you decided it was going to be called. Just type that in and it'll flip back and forth, right? So super, super simple solution, but really, really, really hard to find. And I feel like this is the same thing. Like I don't know how this thing is supposed to work, because now the obvious thing to do here would be to just put in another one of these things and set up the little buttons or little screw things here to whatever it is that you need them to be. And I could technically do that with these, and I could just refer to them as like D0, D2, whatever. But like you should also be able to reference this as a hash. So the little program over there for the Harveys, right? That relies on the hashes, but then again, it also relies on a stack, which is different than what I'm trying to do here. So it's like you gotta find like just these like super, super hidden, likely super simple things, but it's like, how do you find them? How do you Google them properly so that way, it shows up? And it's just, I don't know, man. It's like, I want to pull a value from a hash, right? So let's look up LD and see what it has about LD. And I am seeing nothing. So, I mean, that's one of the consequences of playing a game that not a lot of people play. I get that, but, and of course, like, if I were to look, in here for LD, right? Like this loads device logic type to register by direct ID reference. Okay, so I load device, or load from device, right, to the register that I want to load it to with an ID. Now this ID, direct ID reference, what is that in reference to? Is that the name of the thing that I called it? Is that a hash? Is it like what? I mean, it says number here, right? So I'm assuming that it's a hash. So I need, here, we're actually pulling it directly from this, right? So hang on. So let me just, I need like a debug. I don't have a debug. And then fuel display, like, how do I set this to the fuel? Okay, hang on. Let's just do it the stupid way, because LED fuel. There you go. So that's D3. Okay. So let me just get rid of this again. Get rid of this. Well, that was probably correct. Load X from D0, I guess, which is shoot switch. And we're gonna look up mode, right? So now I want to store this, or set this, whatever word they use, or save, store, set, I don't know. So we're gonna set this to D3, right? So that's gonna be our LED. Logic type is gonna be setting, capital S, of course. And we're going to pull that X, right? So let's see how that goes. Let's confirm, export. Let's not use the screwdriver on that. All right, do we still get an error? Why do we still get an error? Incorrect logic at line 19. What are you talking about, dude? Okay, this is just annoying now. What is wrong about this? Load into R1, shoot switch mode, right? Escape doesn't get you out of this, apparently. Okay. Shoot umbilical. Oh, that's... Wait, hang on. Lever, shoot umbilical, right? So it's D0, which is this thing, right? So let's go and look at it. Of course, it's not going to let me actually look at it because this thing is set up terribly. All right. Okay, so setting is at 0. Setting is at 1. Okay, so we need to look at the setting, not the mode. Maybe that's why I didn't like it. Okay. Confirm. Export. Throw it in there. Is it good now? Hey, it works. All right. Okay, so let's try this again. Shoot, umbilical. I cannot type. Open X, which is going to be R1. Whatever. Confirm. Export. Doesn't like line 20. Still doesn't like line 20. Okay, so how do I tell this thing to do a thing? Hang on, let me look up this Harvey. Define Harvey, define Trey. LBN, what is that? Load batch network. Okay, branch not equal to 0. Load branch network S slot, I guess. Branch if equal, branch if not equal, load branch network slot, branch less than, store BN, what is that? Stores register value to logic type on all output network devices with provided type, hash, and name. So do I need SBN? What does the B stand for? Okay. Okay, so stores register value to logic type on all output network devices with provided type hash. Okay. Let's see if that works. Oh, hey, it actually likes it. Hey, it actually works. That's cool. Hey, we figured something out. Okay, great. Lever, gas umbilical. This is going to be power umbilical. Alright. Lever, power, umbilical. Is that supposed to be all one word? No. It's supposed to be a space. Confirm. So I wonder if you put in a name here, it then looks for the specific name, which could be interesting. Why could that be interesting? Because then I could free up all of these, and I wouldn't have to use them. So let me just try. Okay. So we're gonna need to set up a hash and a name. How do you do that? Let's just confirm this, export that. There's nothing to export. Okay, whatever. There we go. You can hold on to that for now. I'm gonna go back into here. Okay. So now we have tray set name, seating minimum. From slot index from all output network devices with provided type and name hashes using the provided batch mode. So that's store batch by name? What is that? I feel like that's not correct. But I mean, that's what he's using here is LBNS. And that's for slot stuff, so I don't know, man. Now there's an error at line 21, which I suppose makes sense. Import, edit. Okay, so define levers, and that's going to need a number. So lever, I need that. Okay, so that's all levers, and actually let's just call it just lever. Okay, so instead of this craziness here, what if we told it to load B device hash logic type batch mode? Okay, so now we have a name here. Okay, so register is going to be X, I guess. Device hash is going to be lever. The name of that is going to be lever. Oh, it's got to be all one thing. Can I like put brackets around it? No, it doesn't work like that. You would think it would work like that. Apparently not. And then we have a batch mode here too. So I don't think this is correct. And then ln isn't anything. So I don't think we can actually make that work, unfortunately. But it'd be cool if we could. I just don't know how to do it. I mean, it'd have to be under L, right? L something. Of course, it doesn't show me all of the L stuff, so then I have to go through here, find all of the L stuff. Now, I don't know what this ID is. That's what I was trying to use before, but I don't think that's correct. And this is still a batch load, right? So that's what all of these things are. So then why is that one? What does that work? Or, I mean, like, would it work? You'd average some minimum. I mean, it would have to have that name, right? Like, it would have to have the name for that to work. Oh. Let me get some water, I guess. Okay. How are we doing in here? You guys all good? You didn't plant. Why? I want you to plant. Wait, that was thriving? What? What? How is there a potato here if I can't see a potato? I'm so confused. Whatever, I killed it. Give me a potato. I will replant potato. I have 20 potatoes in here. That's a lot of potatoes. There we go. Yeah, you can go back in there. I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, and I need power. I wonder what's going on with that. That's weird. There's a little piece of ice right there. Alright. I guess we'll turn on this little generator here and burn up some of this stuff. Alright, so what's going on with our exhaust and why is that not doing a thing here? Temperature is still really high, pressure is pretty good. I don't know, man. It's doing its thing. Alright. Okay, so then we're going to load X with the gas switch setting SB shoot umbilical. No, that's going to be gas umbilical. Umbilical. Open X and then load X. This is going to be the power switch setting. SB power umbilical. I cannot type. Open X. All right. Error at line 25. Okay, what's going on at line 25? Oh, yeah, it's the power switch. Okay, so I know what's going on there. It got shoot, gas, no device. Yep. Because I took it out. There we go. Power umbilical. That will work. Okay, we good? So, umbilical, umbilical, umbilical. There we go. So that is how we will control those for now. As far as how this gas thing is working, I mean, I need gas. What is that even called? I don't even know, dude. Oh, just gas umbilical. Okay, that's fine. We want this thing in here, and it has power open mode setting on reference ID, prefab hash required power. Maximum? What is maximum? And we have a mode. I have no idea what that even means. And of course, if you click on it, that doesn't help me out either. So let's check Google again. Well, technically DuckDuckGo because I like my privacy. Okay, so Stationeers gas. I cannot type today. Vehicle. Jeez. Okay, let's see what this says here. That's a basic question that doesn't actually tell me what each of the things are doing. Rocket overview. Now, I think a lot of this is not actually written out yet, which makes things difficult. Yeah. You have followed a link to a page that does not exist yet. Great. And that's what like a lot of this stuff is. It's just, it's not, there's not anything written for it yet because it's too new. What else we got? And how are we doing the video? We're at 37 minutes. Okay. So I guess I'm just gonna, like, does this thing like, I'm trying to think here, like, because I still want this thing to display on here. So let's cancel this, and then I have that set up to D3, right? Yes. Okay, so let's go back up here. Alias, LED, I guess, D3. Okay. So we want to load into fuel level the fuel tank pressure. Okay. And then we want to store to the LED. Logic type is going to be setting. And we want to look up fuel level. Confirm. Export. Nope, nothing to export. There we go. Error at line 19. Okay, what don't you like? Okay, so we're loading to a register from the fuel tank, which is defined. Okay, so that's why that's not working. Okay. If we did an LB, what does that look like? So fuel level from fuel tank, which is the hash. Logic type is going to be pressure. Batch mode is going to be, I don't know, 0. Confirm, export. Oh, hey, it actually worked. Imagine that. Okay, so that's set at 1,000 or 1 megapascal, and then that is saying that that is at, okay, so it is going up. All right. Now, question. Do we necessarily need this? Or is that going to go up regardless of whether that is there or not? Okay, so now it's going down. I don't know why it's going down. Okay, so now it is filling up on its own. So it's just going to fill up by itself so long as that is connected. And then as soon as that is not connected, it should stop filling. Okay, and then if we put this back down again, it fills up again. Okay. How full does it get? And is it going to break anything if I leave it connected? And then also, since we know that I don't need that pump there, I can fix that on the outside and just get rid of that entire branch that I put on there anyways. It's hurting my brain. Speaking of other things hurting my brain, my work mom was trying to do something at work on one of her designs, and she was doing it in a very convoluted way, we'll say. And so I'm over there like talking to her, and it's like, you know, if you just did this, it would work, right? And she's like, no, I want to do it my way. It's like, yeah, but you've been working on this for a while. Like, if you just do this, you can get it fixed in like 2 minutes. And she's like, no, I want to do it my way. And I'm like, why? Why? Like, why do you want to waste your time like that? I don't understand. And of course, all of this can go away now too. Well, at least just this part anyways. So let's get that out of the way. I like efficiency. Like, obviously you guys can probably tell because of, you know, the games that I choose to play and how I choose to build, right? So it's like when people aren't being efficient or they're choosing to do things in like convoluted ways, like to their own detriment, it's like, why would you, like, what is the purpose here? I don't know, man. It's just people. I don't understand people sometimes. And like the weird thing is, like, at work, like, I'm the guy who teaches new designers how to design. Like, I quite literally wrote the manual on it. And I teach from that manual. I mean, that's like one of my jobs there is to teach, right? Okay, so now that went up to 1952. Now, is that because we are out of fuel, or is there some other reason? Like, what is the deal with that? No, we still have fuel in there. So that only goes up to like 2,000? Is that what's going on there? It is very strange. But now you guys know, if you have the gas umbilical there, you do not need to put in a pump or a regulator. It's just gonna do it on its own. And I kind of figured that's what the case was, but I don't know. What do I know? Okay, so what do we have here? So if I click this, it'll take off, which I don't want it to do yet. I have the rocket circuit housing in there, which I don't want to do anything with yet. Very high chance of landing again. That's good. That doesn't mean that it's perfect, but, you know. So, I mean, like, what am I supposed to do here? I just, like, send it up in, like, survey, I guess? And then, like, bring it back down? I have no idea. I mean, we could try it, I guess, right? We've got, like, all the umbilical things connected. I think everything's working properly. Maybe, possibly. I mean, do we try it? Because we're just about at, like, 2,000, so... Oh, wait, no. That's because that's what the pressure of my fuel is. Okay. So what is the max pressure for the tank? Yeah, because that's just like matching what I've got. So I would assume that the max pressure in that tank is... So like, do I not have enough? Do I still need a pump? I probably still need a pump. Yeah, I probably still need a pump. Well, I'm not going to use a regulator. I'm going to use an actual, you know, pump. And then that should hopefully help that out. So right now it's just equalizing, right? Which, you know, I have about 2 megapascals of fuel in there, and that's why that is reading at about 2 megapascals. Okay, so I need a turbo pump. Turbo pump for gas. Okay. I'm going to need another switch because I want to control that from inside here or from inside the room. So logic switch. There we go. I need gold. Okay. Gold, please. Okay. Wait, what? Did I have more gold in there? Apparently I had more gold in there. My bad. All right, so now we need another lever over here. We have to connect the lever. Then we have to name the lever. So lever, shoot umbilical, this is going to be lever, gas, pump. Confirm. All right. All right. So now we got to go back into here. Wait, I have to pull the lever onto one of these things, right? And then I should probably make this like D5. And then just use these as kind of like, so then we'll do alias, gas, pump, switch D3, and then alias, well actually, alias, insert name here for D4, there we go. Okay, so now that that's doing a thing, let's see, I'm gonna need another hash for the turbo pump. So turbo pump. Okay. There's that. All right, so we define turbo pump as that. Or just call it gas pump. Doesn't really matter if it's a turbo pump or not. Okay. So then we have to do this thing again where we load X from the shoot switch. So that's going to be gas pump switch, setting. Then we're going to store that to device hash, which is gas pump. And then that's going to be on. And that's going to be our X, I believe. Export. Errors? Yes. Line 23. Okay. What's wrong with line 23? 23. LED setting fuel level. Wait. You were just working. What is wrong with you? Yeah, I got nothing. I don't know why that's choosing not to work now. Oh, right. Because I moved this thing around. Okay, lever for the gas pump, and then this has to be the LED. There we go. Okay. So now it's doing a thing. All right. So, again, my bad. Then I need more water again. So, let's go do that. And then I have to set up the pump outside. Okay, so now we are missing all of our things, but apparently they're still growing. Okay. Visual glitch, I guess, right? All right, let's go. Oh, hey, that's charged up all the way. That's good. And then these are all charged up as well, so that can turn off. We still have 37 of those things left. Good. All right. So now, turbo pump. It's got to be set up over here somewhere. This is, I suppose, as good a place as any, right? Okay, sir. No reason for you to hop all over the place like that. All right, so. Okay. Does that really matter? I just want the power. Oh, I'm going to need power on both sides. Right. Okay, it's fine. Doesn't really matter which way I do it. Okay, so okay. All right, so. Oh, hey, pollutant. That's cool. Just take that over there. I have have no idea what I'm doing. Usually you're supposed to open a door before you walk through it. Alright, so now that we've got that kind of sort of doing something, we're losing fuel. Why? Are we supposed to be losing fuel? I feel like we're not supposed to be. Okay, gas pump. That's doing a thing. I mean, I guess that should work, right? So, if I do this... Hey, it works. Check that out. Alright. So now we can get ourselves to whatever level we need to get to, I suppose. Start at like 5,000. You think that'll be enough for like a short trip? I have no idea. Should be good, right? It's still... Okay, good. Alright. I guess we've got kind of everything connected that needs to be connected, right? So... here we go. It's not going anywhere. Is there something else I have to do here? How much of that fuel did we just... That's a lot of fire, too. Is there supposed to be that much fire? So I'm assuming that there is something that has to release, right? So... I mean, we got lots of fire out of that. That was cool. But didn't actually leave. Battery's at 98%. That's good. Weight is 2.14 kilonewtons. Our thrust is 15.6, so I think we're okay there. So, launch mount. So is there like a thing that I have to do with the launch mount to like get it to release or something? I don't know. Let's go find out. All right. See what this thing says. No. Throttle, reference combustion, past moles, reference ID. On. I think that's what I said was the on. Error, power. Okay, so how do rocket go? Looks like we didn't take any damage on anything, so that's, at least it doesn't appear that we took any damage on anything. Not even on any of the cable, which is really, really nice. Okay. So how, I mean, it looks like it's just sitting on there, right? So shouldn't that just go? Okay. So just that little bit of thrust right there used 500 kilopascals of stuff. Are you not working? Why are you not working? Oh, right. Oh, yeah, that's gonna make everything explode. There we go. Might help if you actually get that thing connected, right? Oh, we probably don't need that one. Let's get that one. A little bit more power, right? Alright, so we're going to put in 10 megapascals if I've got it. With how slow this is filling up, I probably don't have it. No, we still have 1.15 megapascals in there. Whatever, 7,000? Alright, so let's get that all disconnected. Oh, you have to set a destination. That makes sense. Okay, so we have a destination, right? Now we tell it to go. Oh, wow, that was fast. Jeez. Okay. It's gonna get there fairly quickly. That's cool. Let's see. Have to keep an eye on our... That's dropping pretty quickly, actually. Altitude. Fuel time, 108 seconds. That is not very long. It's like a minute. It takes like 20 seconds just to get there, too. Now, question. Does this use fuel when it's in orbit? No. Okay. We still have fuel, so that's good. Power looks like it's still good. Okay, so can we, like, survey? Oh, no, it's just idling. Chart. What does chart mean? Scanner off. Scanner strength is 30. Scan time something something. Total points required to fully chart this. So how do I tell it to chart? Like points, like what points? And it's not like it's doing anything, so how do I turn the scanner on? Oh, turn the scanner on. Oh, okay. Now we need to keep an eye on our battery, right? We're still idling, so we're not actually using fuel, which is good. Okay, so there is 30 points, I guess. How much battery? It's not using much battery either, so that's good. Okay. I'm just going to keep on scanning because I got no idea what's going on. And plus it doesn't use fuel, so I'm pretty okay with that. And this does look like a satellite, right? Okay, so one more and we should have our first point charted, I believe. Okay, so Io orbit. Okay, that's cool, I guess. Look at that, we got a new location. That's cool. Huh. How's our battery doing? 97% still. Good. Oh, hey, we're over an hour in the video, too. That's cool. Okay, so this should be our second location. Ta-da! Ganymede orbit. Okay, so there's that. And then this is going to be the third one over here, I'm guessing. So this one's pretty close, right? All right, you know what? I'm going to end this video here, and I'm just going to start up a new one, like right away. And then we'll run this one. The next one's probably going to have to be shorter. But, yeah, so I'm just going to keep on going through this. We'll see what we can do here. But yeah, so that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. And if you did, hopefully you'll join me for the next one. But until then, have a good one.